Everybody ready? Good in the back. Coach.
All right. Looking forward to playing back in Doak Campbell this weekend. Homecoming against Syracuse. I know we've won 3 straight games at home, and having our fans here will be big for us. Having our fans here to help us find a way to get a win this week at home against Syracuse.
Well, I probably should have asked this on Saturday. Were you involved with the play calling on offense? And if so, is that different than, I guess, what the role has been previously this season?
No, it hadn't been different than any other thing I've done all year long. I'm always involved on both sides of the ball. Thought Kendall called a good game.
Well, it's obviously been kind of a roller coaster season. It started a little rough, then you guys had a good run. The last time you guys played at home, NC State was a big win. You'd won a couple, and then kind of a little downturn again. How have the players handled kind of the highs and lows emotionally?
I thought our guys handled it well. I thought they came back yesterday with a good attitude and practice in the weight room and in the meeting rooms. I thought our guys have handled it well. We got some good young men on this football team, and we got some leaders that's holding guys together, and more important, I think our football team, they see where we're at and why we're where we're at, and knowing that we got to make the winning plays to get from out of the bad situation that we're in. We won 3 ball games, lost 4, and 3 of them we're play away from winning them. So we got to make the winning plays when they're there to be made.
Coach, I know we asked you on Saturday, but do you have any?
Can I ask me again?
Yep, no updates on Bavion, Brady, and Ontario.
Like I said after the game, Ontario's he's gonna be out for a while. I mean, there's no timetable when he'll be back, unfortunately, and Bavion and Brady is more day to day.
And speaking of injuries, I know Cyrus Fagan didn't play last game, but Akeem Dent stepped up and started his first game. I guess, how did he play, and what did you think of his performance?
I thought Akeem did a good job for it to be his first game and on the road playing. I thought he did a great job. I thought one of the key plays in the game he made when the receiver caught the pass on the sideline and could have ran in the end zone, and Akeem ran him down and stopped the touchdown, and our defense held them to 3 points. We could have gave up 3 points, and he saved a touchdown for us. I thought that was big, being a freshman and going and making a stop on their best receiver. So I thought King did some good things in the game, and I think he's only going to get better the more he plays.
After review, how do you feel like Darius Washington did, and what has he done to kind of put himself in that position to contribute for you?
I thought Darius, again, would have been his first game on the road. I thought he did some good things. I also thought he made some mistakes, which we thought he would make. Being a freshman, his first game, we felt he'll make some freshman mistakes, but we thought he'll make a lot more plays for us than he would mistakes, and that's what we felt he did in that game. And he's only going to continue to get better.
With the question on Darius, that left side of the offensive line, and Baselli, it seemed like you guys at least had some momentum going with that group. Did you like what you saw from those guys, and it's possible maybe you'll see more of them this season?
I like what I saw. I like what I saw out of our offense other than the turnovers. You take away the turnovers, I thought what we did offensively was big. You look at the way we ran the football. I thought that was good. The way we distributed the ball to multiple receivers was good. I thought we were a lot better on 3rd down where we had been struggling, which was really good for our football team. Time of possession, we controlled the clock, which was good for our football team. So I thought we did some good things. You take away the turnovers, and I think it's a different ball game. We turned the ball over twice in the red zone, and that was critical. That was opportunity to get some points, and we didn't. So and all those guys played a factor in making those things happen.
Coach, the winning plays that aren't being made,
Mm-hmm.
what can you and the coaching staff do to help those
become executed better?
Keep putting our players in position to make those plays and believing our players that they're going to make them. You know, it's going to come a time where they just going to find a way to make those plays. They're there. We just got to make them. You know, you talk about winning plays. Yeah, we got to make the field goal. That's a winning play. You know, you go back to some of those games, the last play of the Virginia game, you know, we got to make that play. That's a winning play. Or you go back to Boise, and when your ball's on the ground, we try to scoop and score rather than landing on it. That's a winning play. And we just got to make those plays. And, again, our guys are in position, and we got to do it. We just got to step up and do it when it's there. And it's just a matter of time. And I know it's frustrating. It's frustrating for us all, you know, because it's right there. And if we just take care of our business, things will be better. So we just got to keep plowing away and keep putting our guys in those positions and knowing that our guys are going to come through for us.
Kevin?
Coach, after looking at the tape, just your assessment of James' performance in that game, and do you anticipate him to be starting again this weekend?
I thought James did well in the game. You know, I thought he did a good job of distributing the ball to his teammates. I think James completed 71% of his passes, which was big time for us. He had an interception where he got hit, and maybe if he didn't got hit, he would have completed the ball over linebacker there. I thought James played well enough for us to win. You know, we didn't execute in other areas that kind of cost us. You know, but I thought now is there some plays that he could have made that help us? Yeah, I think that's each and every week. I don't think anybody's perfect. You know, but there are also some plays that some teammates could have helped them too. You know, that could have been big plays. So it goes both hand in hand. But I thought overall James did well enough for us to win the ball game.
You think he'll start again?
We'll see Saturday. You hate that, don't you?
Wayne?
Coach, your defense is the past two games hasn't really gotten to the quarterback very well. Just what's, you know, after doing it pretty well through the first few games, what's been the difference and how do you get it corrected?
Well, how you get it corrected? You get after the quarterback. You get to him. That's how you get it corrected. You know, I think last week it wasn't so much of getting pressure to the quarterback. It was trying to stop their offense. I mean, they were the lead scoring offense in the conference, you know, and in a lot of categories. And it was trying to defend their offense. And the strategy we went with was not necessarily blitzing every play, but try to find a way to stop their receivers and where they were good at it. And again, I know the best receiver had a really good first half against us, and but I thought we made some adjustment to help us, you know. But like I said, I thought our guys did a good job of bending but not breaking, you know, getting down there and hold that team to 22 points, you know, and only one touchdown. I thought our defense, from that standpoint, did a good job. You know, it's either one thing or another. You blitz and take risks of throwing the ball down the field on you, or you get back and try to hopefully they make mistakes and try to keep them out of the end zone, which, again, I was excited with the way our guys kept them out of the end zone and held them at 3 points.
Coach, I know a lot of people focus on third down, whether it's offense or defense, the conversion rates, but you guys, it seems like number-wise, you really struggled, excuse me, in first down defense. Is that something the coaching staff is being discussed, and is it something you think you can make some adjustments to improve the first down defense? I
think so. I mean, I think at times, if you go back in that game when we did a good job on first down, it was kind of 3 and out, you know, so it's important to win for first down. That's always important. That's always been a part of our game plan is to try to win on first down. Unfortunately, you don't do it all the time, you know, so that's key to any defense is to win the first down. And you win the first down, there's a great chance you're going to get off the field, you know. So we got to try to find ways to win first down and keep our guys in a position where they're in third and long. If we can do that, then things are a lot better.
On the fourth and short play where Keith wasn't covered, is that a situation where James should even be looking around, or is he just trying to get up and snap the ball?
Well, it was a play where we were going fast. It was a fourth and 1, and we wanted to go fast, and we had a run play in place, and it's not often where James running up and he's looking around observing the field on that, you know. So Again, I wish the football god had whispered to him, hey, Keith is open wide out there, and he would have threw it out there. But he didn't, and I wish Keith would have been a little more dramatic about him being open. I think that would have helped as well because we were going fast and we wanted to hand the ball off to get thinking Cam would get the 1 yard. Again, I wish he would have looked up and saw him over there and threw the ball out. That would have been great for all of us. But he didn't do it.
You spoke a little bit about the, rotation you'd say on the offensive line, some other guys playing. Does Cole Minshew being back out there, does he bring anything more than just his size? I mean, does his experience help?
Oh, absolutely. He's played a lot of ball games, and to have him in there along with his strength and size and his experience is always helpful, and Cole is continuing to get into football shape. Again, he hadn't played in a long time, and so he's not able to play the whole entire game, but it does help having him in there and with his experience and helping guys beside him is big for us.
You mentioned we'll find out Saturday who the starting quarterback is going to be. When have you known the last few weeks who it's going to be, and what's the operation like in making that decision with you and Kendall?
Well, we kind of like everything else. We go through the week of practice and our guys are preparing, and then we decide as a staff on what we think is best for our football team, and who's going to give us a chance to win. So we'll do the same thing. That's kind of how we do it every week. You evaluate, and then we decide.
Coach, penalties haven't been an issue once again this year, particularly with some of the procedural penalties and maybe false starts and things of that nature, and maybe the unnecessary roughness penalties. That's a lack of discipline, I guess you would say. Obviously, you guys are emphasizing that as a coaching staff, but I guess when the players is not following through on the field, what do you think the disconnect is? Because I know you're probably telling them, hey, don't do this, do that, don't do that. But when you continually see it to happen, I guess what do you think the source of it is?
Well, I think you got to look at each one of those penalties and how those guys going about. Some of those penalties are just effort penalties. You're going hard, and some of them you can't. It's just tough. It's a bang call, and a lot of it judgment call. You can't. A lot of it's tough. We practice those things every day. I mean, we got refs in practice every day. And our guys aren't going out trying to do these things. A lot of them are judgmental calls. Hitting the one with Levante, defensively player, that was a bang. I mean, that's tough, and it's unfortunate. You look at the one with Hansel. I mean, he's not trying to. I don't think he's trying to do it. He's trying to make a tackle, But it's unfortunate. We got to keep teaching and keep correcting. If a guy just belligerent and just doing it, then you don't play him. You take him out of it, So I think that's kind of it. That's how it is right now.
Willie, do you like what you're getting from DJ and punt returning? Most, I guess, specifically coming up and catching punts.
Mm-hmm. Do I like what?
Do you like what is he doing a good job for you? Is he still the punt returner?
Yeah, he's still the punt returner. I like for him to run it back. I like to get a touchdown. That's what I like to get. Could have called a couple of those punts. Yeah, you want him to catch everything. Everything he can catch, we want him to catch it and save us field position. I think any punt returner, that's the number one goal, is to catch the ball and save us field position when you can. And did he catch all of them? No. We would like for him to catch me. Yes, we would like for him. But yes, DJ is still our punt returner, and yes, we believe in DJ, and DJ's going to get him a punt return, and hopefully he get one and take it back to the house and catch all of them this week.
Willie, it looked like Dante had, I'd call it a freshman moment pregame, where it looked like you had to pull him aside a little bit there. What happened there, and what was that conversation with him?
He was being a jughead, and I went and let him know that was unacceptable, and that's not what we do. So being a freshman, and like I call him, being a jughead, and those things he can't do, and he won't do again.
Coach, I wanted to follow up on Aslan's question about when you and Bryles analyze the quarterback play during the week.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a lot of factors, and you know more about it than any of us do, certainly.
Mm-hmm.
What is it specifically that you're looking at? Is it, guy who doesn't take sacks, maybe a guy who gives you a better chance in your running game? Is it chemistry of the team? What can you be a little more specific? I think a lot of us kind of wonder that question
You
without
pick,
giving away.
well, you just pick the guy you think give you the best chance to win. You go and you evaluate who's efficient in running your offense throughout the week, and then you get together as staff and come up with who you think going to be the best guy to give you the opportunity to win that week. It's pretty simple. You evaluate practice and who's running the offense and who's executing it at a high level, and then what you think is best for your team. And then you go with it. And you don't think second guess it, you go. And you hopefully prepare those guys so they can go out and perform to the best to help us win a ball game. And that's what we're trying to do, is win a ball game.
What things would you like to see James improve on, or would you like to see Hornibrook improve on?
I want to see those guys keep preparing the way they've been preparing, and just make more plays. When there's plays out there to be made, we got to make them. I know James has some where he could have made, and we want to make those plays. But I think both guys have done some good things for us throughout the year. Again, it's not all on them. I know the quarterback get all the blame, but that's part of it. So again, at the end of the day, I want whoever the quarterback is to lead us to a victory. That's what we want. So whoever the quarterback we want to win. So if what you want us to improve on is winning, I think we all want to improve on that. We want to win. It's whatever it takes to win.
How much do you have to adjust losing Keyshawn last week and then Ontario this week? You have to lean on some guys to maybe play some more snaps and kind of stay out there longer than they would just because of bodies?
You just got to move on. It's just like any other injury. You got to move on. You have guys as backups, and they got to be ready to play. And we got some guys that we believe in that can get the job done. They got to have a great week of practice and then go out and execute on Saturdays for us.
All right.
Well, you guys had some drop passes the other night. Do you think? Do you think guys are pressing at all, or any theories on why that happens?
No, they stopped. We dropped the ball. I don't think they were pressing anything. We just didn't make those plays. We didn't make the plays. And it's unfortunately, they were there to be made, and we didn't make them. And I just go back to we weren't at our best when our best was needed, and our best was needed when those plays was there, and we didn't execute.
It seems like you had a plan to play both quarterbacks in weeks previously, and then you probably thought that was what gave you the best chance to win football games. Why was it maybe the best chance to give you an opportunity to win a football game to stay with one quarterback the whole time?
Because that's what I thought was best.
Specifically, a certain rhythm that he's able to work into?
Well, I didn't think James did anything. I thought he was doing a good job for us. Again, he moved us down the field. We didn't get in the end zone. It's not rocket science or anything. He didn't do anything to kill us. He had an interception where he got hit, where we missed the block. Other than that, I thought he did a good job running the offense. We just can't turn the ball over in the red zone. We score those points. I don't think we're talking about those things. We win the ball game. We're not talking about those things. At the end of the day, we got to win. And no matter who the quarterback is, we got to win ball games. But I didn't think James played that bad to do anything different. Another quarterback question?
You mentioned earlier with Ontario being out, and you also obviously you lost Keyshawn. What have you seen from the young receivers, and have you seen them get to the point where you can trust them more?
You do. They all want to play. They're eager to play. They want to get out and help this football team. And I'm excited about it. And we talked all year about those guys being patient but being ready. You just never know. It's a long season, and sure enough, but unfortunately we had some injuries that's going to cause a lot of guys to play more, and they got to be ready for us. But they're very talented. They got to have a great week of practice and preparation, and then we as coaches got to believe in them and put them out there and let them go do what they came here to do. But we believe in those guys, and I think they can get it done for us, and I think they will.
Anything else?
Since we're all here, Akeem Dent, and you talked about him earlier, but is he he's obviously getting exposed to a lot quickly. Is he the kind of kid who, like, after a play, good, bad, wants to learn? I mean, what's his attitude like as a learner?
He's always willing to learn, and the thing I like about him, he usually learns from his mistakes, you know. But he's always asking questions. How can he be better? You know, what could he have done on a certain place? You know, I think with him, it's just the more he plays, the better he's going to be. He's a phenomenal football player and have really just a good sense of the game of playing. I think just with more experience for him, he's going to only get better. You know, being out there in those situations, especially on the road in those type of ball games. You know, so I think again. Akeem and I talked early in the year. We felt by the end of the season, I think we'll all see the type of player we all know and think he should be.
Do you stick with Ricky Aguayo moving forward? Do you base it on practice, or do you have to move on because of the in-game results that he's produced recently?
We're going to see this week. We're going to see how practice goes this week, and we'll make a decision on Saturday. We'll make a decision before Saturday.
Else?
I can hear you.
Obviously, every game is important. Obviously, focuses on Syracuse. The big picture, this next 3-4 game stretch, when it comes to becoming bowl eligible and making the season a success, just how important is this next stretch?
We're not even thinking about the next stretch. We're thinking about Syracuse. We can't think about all those things. We got to win a ball game, and Syracuse is right in front of us, and it's be disrespectful to look ahead of those guys, and we got to find a way to win now, or those things that we talk about won't happen. So we're going to stay with right now and try to find a way to be 1-0 after this season, and then we'll move on from there. But we got to find a way to win, find a way to finish these ball games, and it's my job as the head coach to get our team to find a way to finish these ball games, and that's what we're going to work tirelessly to do is find a way to win. Period. Got to finish.
Before you had Ricky go kick the field goal, you had the third down, and you only got a yard on it, I think. Mm-hmm. Do you try to give Kendall the option that, hey, we'll go for it on fourth down? Do you like to give him the option of having 2 plays ready, or for you wanting to go on fourth down, is that just going to be a last-second kind of field decision?
No, he'll know. He usually know way ahead of time whether it's 2-down territory. I didn't think that was a 2-down territory. At that point, I thought we had a phenomenal play call the play before to either get the first down or be in a better position to kick the field goal, a shorter field goal. But we missed the block, and if we'd have made that block, again, I don't think that's a big issue. Again, that's go back to making those winning plays in tough situations, and we did. Like I said, I thought we had a good play call on that third down to get us in a better position. And it didn't work for us, and tried to field goal, and we missed it. Had enough leg, we just didn't go through the upright.
Correct.
Willie, you mentioned it. You really are legitimately 3-4 plays from being 6-1 and being, top 15 in the country. But the record is the record. Mm-hmm. How do you convince players, recruits, fans that things are on the upswing?
Well, you be realistically, like you said, we're that close. It's on the up to this time last year. None of those games was this close. We wasn't in any of these ball games. 3 of these ball games, we're up in the fourth quarter. We got to finish these ball games, and we're 1 play in the fourth quarter from finishing these ball games. So like I said a minute ago, that's my job as the head coach to get our team to find a way to finish these ball games. But things are better from that standpoint. Record-wise, it's not, but we're really close, and I got to find a way to get our team to get over this hump and finish these ball games, because we are close, and that's what's frustrating about it all. We all frustrated, every player, every coach, our fan base, because we know what we can be and know what we should be, and we're not doing that right now, and we got to find a way to do it. I got to find a way to get our guys to do it, and I will.
All right, go good? Okay, let's go.
All right, see you all.